What is going on, everybody? Thanks for coming back. Let's see. Today we're officially kicking off the Crude news, or going to try to anyway. So there's a lot of things going on, and I just want y'all to understand. Like I say a little of my background. I was or am a lease operator, pumper, lease operator, whatever you want to generate or coin the term. So I'm on the low end as far as I'm concerned, but I follow macro events pretty close, and I enjoy what makes the world operate and what moves the world. So I figure it might do some people some interest to hear some of this stuff that's going on in the world. What I intend to cover is basically companies, different E&P companies or other service companies, Halliburton, Schlumberger, yada, yada, yada. Some of their news earnings, news events, coverage. Also, we'll be talking about crude oil, WTI, where it's trading at, trends, kind of outlooks, what's going on. That's my whole intentions with this, I guess, series, saga, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so first off, for the first one, I think we've had a interesting last few days, and when I say that with oil-related news, the one that really catches my eye is Venezuela. What's going on down there? So, if you've been following along, or if you haven't, Venezuela is a broken country. They are basically bankrupt. There's people getting murdered in the streets. There's all kinds of bad stuff going on down there. The thing is, the United States apparently is now not recognizing President Maduro, as the leader of Venezuela. And they're offering or saying that they're going to recognize a interim president until they can go through the process of either if he's removing or he's staying, or I don't know, man. This is Geopolitics 101. And one thing I'll say for the guys working, like say if you're a lease operator, any kind of oil field work, don't get discouraged by some of the stuff you see. This stuff is way, way out of our league. But it's interesting to me to know and understand what's going on and why the ramifications or whatever. So the reason this brings up a topic or an interest to me is the fact of geopolitics. This is the United States basically saying, look, y'all are screwing up. This is not right. We don't approve of this action. It's time, basically, for a change, for better sovereignty of the people, overall economic conditions. It's a bad deal, right? With that being said, now you see people starting to take sides. U.S. is clearly on where we stand. There's several other countries where we stand, and now you're seeing, apparently, just saw on Twitter that Russia sent some operatives from the Kremlin down to protect President Maduro for, I'm guessing, assassination attempts, yada, yada. I don't know. Ultimately, and I can say it from just as an outsider looking in, it sounds like a pissing contest. It's the same thing with Iran, Venezuela, all these oil-producing countries. You just see this overall just pissing contest between U.S., Russia, Saudi. It's all a mess. But this is geopolitics. This is how countries control or hold over another country. And so it's frustrating. Why can't we all just get along? But at the same token, you got to play by the rules. Oil runs the world. Look, that's just plain and simple. And oil is traded in U.S. dollars currently. There's some countries trying to get off the U.S. dollar and whatnot, but for the most part, oil is recognized in USD. So with that being said, the United States does have the upper hand when dealing with other countries. So far. And it's been this way since basically coming off the gold standard in the 70s, if you will. And that's when we'll get into that another day, or I guess my understanding of it. But anyway, so stay tuned. I'm gonna try to cover more of this Venezuela stuff. I need to dig deeper into it to better understand it. Interesting going on. It brings up a topic, and you say why Venezuela? Well, Venezuela is very high on potential oil reserves, so think about it. They have a lot of oil reserves, but their economy has collapsed to the point where they do not have the ability to extract the reserves. Which that's another topic for another day, and how reserves are calculated and how it's basically BS. But we will cover that in the near future and in due time. So with that being said, guys, keep an eye on Venezuela. Stay tuned to your news. Now, here's the thing, though. Follow your news, and if you get your news from TV, that's great. But also, take a second to take it in and think about it and get it from multiple sources. Like, I don't really watch cable news at all unless I'm somewhere and it just pops up. Newsworthy stuff is Twitter. I love Twitter. Twitter is where you could follow a certain amount of people or certain ones, and you get quality information. And you can take that information and make an educated decision or guess based on that. Like, don't be a sheep. Sheeple, whatever you want to call. Gather your thoughts. Find articles. But always dig deeper into it and search for the best possible ideas, thoughts, concerns going forward. That's my suggestion. But with that, I'm going to do some more reading and educating on Venezuela and what the recent stuff is, and I'll try to come back with an update on this. But keep an eye on it, guys. It is an interesting topic, and hopefully it's just song and dance and pissing contest, like I said, and nothing comes of it, because we don't need another. Yeah. Anyway, so with that being said, first one is out the gate. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and if you have ideas, newsworthy stuff you would like for me to cover, just drop in the comments box. I'll do the best I can, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.